make money, then it don't make sense. You don't make money, then keep it 2 cents. Hating on me, cause the bitch gotta get it, they mad, cause the bank account got 7 digits.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. It's your girl Henny, and I'm about to pour plenty of the hot Henny that y'all should be loving to sip on, because lately I have changed topics and stuff like that. And I know people don't like change, but oh well, we changing, we're growing, okay? Anyway, if you're new here, be sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Click the notification bell, select all, so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And if you're a returning Mob Down Henny gang member, before I give y'all the usual greeting and salutation, I hope that y'all are liking the video, because at the end of the day, that should be the first thing that everybody does. They should be clicking that like button when they go onto a YouTube channel, because I mean, it's not hurting you. YouTube gives you unlimited likes. It's not going to hurt you to like the video, even if you hate it. Or if you don't like it, dislike it. But either way, push a button, okay? All right. Anyway, today we are not in the Henny studios, which is the Henny Shed, because it is too cold out there for me to be in the Henny Shed, all right? And so we are in a different environment, all right? So the lighting is different, and I didn't feel like doing eyeliner and lipstick, so you getting this au natural video. But either way, we're not here for that. What we are here for is for the Hindenburg report. Now, if you remember, yesterday I reported to y'all, I gave y'all this story, okay? I gave y'all this story right here. Jay-Z named it a new lawsuit, and it had to deal with Jack Dorsay, the former co-CEO, I believe he was, of Twitter, and Cashapp. And baby, there was a lot of accusations that was being made against the old Cashapper. Well, they were saying, the board members that is, were saying that Jay-Z and Jack Dorsay held the responsibility as members of the executive board, I believe it was, that they had to oversee all of this stuff. And they had to make sure that the investment was good. So the shareholders, right? They decided to do a class action lawsuit against Jay-Z and Jack Dorsay and all the other holders, shareholders or stockholders, executive directors, whatever it was. They decided that they was going to do a class action lawsuit, but there's 2 of them. So like right now, if you don't know the whole story, go watch that video. Go watch the video. It's in my videos. Go watch the video, okay? And you'll get all of the information and you will be up to date on that. But tonight in this video, what I'm about to bring you is a piece of information that we did not have yesterday, that I thought we had, but we didn't have, but now I know we do have. This is this is the Hindenburg report, okay? And as you can see, it says how inflated user metrics and fictionless fraud facilitation enabled insiders to cash out over $1 billion. Okay, and as you can see, this report was written on March 23rd of 2023. And baby, let's get into it. All right. So the Hindenburg Foundation, or these people that do this report, investigated Block for 2 years. Okay, and if you don't know who Block is formerly known as Square, and they are linked to Cashapp, and they talk a lot about Cashapp. All right. So back in 2023. Block was a 44 billion market cap company, and it claimed that it had fictionless and magical financial technology that caused it to be like at the top of the chain. All right. And they said, Hindenburg, that is, after their 2-year investigation, they concluded that Block systematically took advantage of demographics, okay, that it claimed to be helping. And that the magic behind Block's business has not been disruptive innovation, but rather the company was willing to facilitate fraud against customers and the government and avoid their regulations and dress up predatory loans and fees as revolutionary technology and misled their investors with inflated metrics, which is why they have the lawsuit coming against them, okay? Now, they did a dozen interviews of former employees and partners and industry experts, an extensive review of regulatory and litigation records, FOA and public record requests. Okay, they did all of this in their research. All right. Now, it said that post the pandemic surge of Cashapp's platform, with an expectation that is 51 million monthly transactioning active users and low customer acquisition costs would drive high margin growth and serve as a future platform to offer new products, right? But Hindenburg's research indicated that Block widely overstated its genuine accounts, meaning that they said that they had this many genuine accounts and they found that there were this many genuine accounts and this many fraudulent accounts. All right. It says that the former employees estimated that 40 to 75% of the accounts they reviewed were fake. 40 to 75% were fake and involved in fraud. And there were also additional accounts tied to one single individual. Now, pause, because I know that I have multiple Cashapp accounts myself, and I can attest to the fact that they did allow you to have multiple accounts at one point in time. One was for business, one was for personal, and then I had different ones for different businesses as well. So, one of the core issues that they say they had is that Block had embraced one traditionally very underbanked segment of the population, and that was criminals. Okay. So they embraced criminals and criminal activity onto their platform. All right. And, you know, CEO Jack Dorsay, he touted how Cashapp is mentioned in hundreds of hip hop songs, and he tried to use that as evidence that it was mainstream appeal and its popularity and all of that. But when they reviewed those songs, the people that were using Cashapp in their songs were actually using it as a way to promote criminal activity. And they even cited in this report one set of lyrics that said, "I paid them hitters through Cashapp," which means that it was a contract hit and the song artist was later arrested for attempted unaliving. Okay. So this is all of it. They said that COVID-19 pandemic nationwide lockdowns posed as an existential threat to Block's key driver of gross profit at the time, merchant services. So this is where we get into how people were actually using the app to sell rugs. Let's call it what it is. They were using it to sell rugs and all types of stuff, okay? So now this is where we get into it. We also do have this document right here, which was their response to this Hindenburg report. And the reason why I didn't go through the whole report and only pointed out certain portions of the report is because most of that was already talked about in the video that I did yesterday. A lot of that is talked about in those lawsuits. Those people, they actually quoted portions of the Hindenburg report. Okay, so if you don't know Hindenburg, who they are, let's get into that. Hindenburg Research is the financial detectives known for uncovering corporate shenanigans, right? That's who they are. All right, they released this report accusing Block of some serious mischief. They alleged that Block had been up to no good, facilitating fraud, inflating user metrics, and allowing some rather unsavory activities on their Cashapp platform. And if you remember yesterday, we talked about them. It involved eggs trafficking, child exploitation, rugs trafficking, unaliving for hire, just you name it, they were allowing it to go down on their platform, as well as they were allowing blackballed countries such as Cuba to be able to use their platform, which, you know, they're saying they're not supposed to allow certain countries to be able to use this because now they also added that Cashapp was funding terroristic activities as well. So now, according to Hindenburg, Block's magic wasn't innovative technology. They were just turning a blind eye, like I said, to the fraud and dressing up the predatory fees as revolutionary. And they claim that 40% to 70% of the accounts reviewed were fake, and they were involved in fraud. And there were additional accounts tied to the single individuals, which I already said to y'all. Now, the report suggests that Cashapp became the go-to platform for criminals, making it easy to create fake accounts and quickly extract stolen funds. Even when users were caught engaging in fraud, Block would allegedly blacklist accounts without banning the user, allowing them to continue their criminal activities. So what they're saying is like, okay, so they figured out that this person's account was fraudulent. So what they would do is they would then block that account, but then the user could still come back on the app and make another account. Kind of like on Instagram, when you get blocked by somebody, you just go and you create a fake account. And you don't log in. If you know how to make a fake account, you know how to make a fake account on IG, okay? Now, Hindenburg also pointed out that Block had been bragging about its 51 million monthly transactional active users. However, they argued that this number was wildly inflated due to fake and duplicate accounts. So you can't count something if it's fake. And if this person has more than one account, then it should only count as one transactional user and not multiple, right? This inflation, it not only misled the investors, but it also understated the company's customer acquisition costs. Now, how did Block respond to all of these allegations? They fired back, calling that report factually inaccurate and misleading, okay? And they stated that they're a highly regarded public company with regular disclosures and are confident in their product reporting, compliance programs, and the control, right? Right. So, Block also said in their response that people could have multiple accounts. They claim it's for budgeting or business versus personal use. They admit that one user can have more than one account, but they don't directly deny Hindenburg's claims that a chunk of these accounts were fraudulent. So they know, which goes back to what we talked about yesterday when the stockholders' class action lawsuit was saying that the board had an idea of what was going on. They knew what was going on and they continued to let it happen because here they are, they're not denying. They're not denying the claims. But anyway, Block stated that they had 51 million transactional active accounts as of December of 2022, right? And 44 million of those identities were verified. They said that they use social security numbers to track users, and they claim that the 44 million accounts corresponded to the 39 million unique individuals. So that just means that they know that some accounts are duplicate, but they're saying that majority of those accounts are legit. Block also admits that they banned 2.4% of active Cashapp accounts in 2002. They said that their risk loss, basically money loss due to fraud, has stayed at 0.20% in the last 5 years. But here's where things get interesting, okay? Hindenburg alleged that Cashapp was a hotspot for fraudsters and criminals. Block, on the other hand, is downplaying and saying that they have strict compliance programs with machine learning to catch bad actors. So the machines that they're using, that's what they're saying. Now, y'all tell me this. If your security system is that good, why did Hindenburg's report show multiple cases of fraud slipping through the cracks if your system was up to par? Which means it was not, okay? That basically, it sounds like a lot, allegedly. Now, Block also says that they have a robust compliance program that meets federal regulations, including a Bank Secrecy Act and the USA Patriot Act. They claim to invest heavily in fraud prevention, saying their compliance investments have doubled since 2019. And Block also argued that their peer-to-peer transaction risk is actually lower than industry standards and that they actively report fraud to law enforcement, which is a lie because people are still trying to run Cash App frauds, okay? So this all sounds nice on paper, but if everything was so all right, why is there a whole expose about fraud running rampant on their platform? Okay, so let me just tell y'all, they have had people, this is how accepted into the game Cash App is. They actually had in Baltimore, they had a gang that called themselves Cash App. And I know y'all are going to be like, can you stop lying? I'm not. Let me play this for you. Cashapp was the name of the cruise. So now let me also show y'all this before we get up off of here, because this was a quick one. Let me also show y'all this. This, we all know that there was scams and frauds that were run on Cashapp, but I want y'all to take a look at this video right here really quickly before we proceed.
They put the money there, turn right back around, took it out.
Fayetteville resident Rebecca Mack was trying to sell this dollhouse on an online marketplace when more than $6,500 was stolen from her Cash App account in 2023. Cash App also closed that case without repaying the money.
It's devastating to have that much money taken away at this point in our lives.
Now, federal regulators at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau with this order are requiring Cash App to pay back tens of millions of dollars to.
Now, just so you know, this is a separate lawsuit that was filed against them. And Cash App has been ordered to pay back money to a lot of the consumers who have faced fraud, okay? With people stealing money out of their accounts, hacking their accounts, running scams on the accounts, like things we know have run rampant. Even I myself get a little leery with leaving money on my Cash App because I just don't feel comfortable with Cash App having all of my money like that. I don't, because it's not safe. No matter what they're trying to say in this report or how they're trying to bite back on what Hindenburg has put out there about them, we see people have stories. I know y'all have stories. If y'all have stories, tell your story down in the comment section below, because we would love to hear it.
To thousands of customers. CFPB writing the Cash App's, quote, failure to take timely, appropriate, and effective measures to prevent, detect, limit, and address fraud on the Cash App platform caused or was likely to cause substantial injury. Liz Coyle is executive director of the consumer advocacy group Georgia Watch.
Consumers have been very seriously harmed through Cash App without any redress, any relief directly from the company for a long, long time.
The order requires Cash App pay a $55 million penalty and set up a fund to repay consumers up to $120 million.
Consumers can finally start to get some of their money back that many of them have been trying to get back for years.
In a statement, Cash App says, quote, while we strongly disagree with the CFPB's mischaracterizations, we made the decision to settle this matter in the interest of putting it behind us and focusing on what's best for our customers and our business. The historical issues raised in this agreement do not reflect the Cash App experience today.
Now, what's crazy is this is to me, it's a very dismissive type of statement that they made, because they're saying that these are mischaracterizations and we're not settling this because we feel like it's in the best interest of our customers and it's the right thing to do. No, it's what's best for our customers and our business. No, you're not doing that for the customers. You're doing it for your business, because you wouldn't say that it's a mischaracterization, because to me, when I hear that, them saying it's mischaracterization, to me, it's sounding like these people are lying. This didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's coming off very dismissive. Now, I know there are going to be people that are going to be saying, well, Henny, what does any of this have to do with Jay-Z? Or maybe you might be asking, what does this have to do with Jack Dorsey? When you are on a board of directors or an executive board of a company, you have a responsibility, and the responsibility that you have is to make sure that everything in your company is running smoothly. Now, you had Hindenburg come out and investigate this company for 2 years. And when Hindenburg investigated this company, they found that there was a lot of things that were suspicious, fraudulent, and illegal that were going on Cash App. And come on, let's not sit here and act like we don't know about some of the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We know what be going on Cash App, all right? But to sit here and be so dismissive of people who have literally had funds taken out of their account. I know for me personally, I have had situations with Cash App where I've had to close down accounts because they weren't rectifying the problem. Now, I was trying to find the other video that I saw, but I don't see it. Let me see if I can find it in my history while I talk to y'all, though. Where Cash App is being ordered to actually have a customer service center. And that's something that I feel like is very imperative and important. All right, I did find it. So let me go ahead and let me put this up on the screen so that y'all can see this one as well, because they're being ordered to have customer service. I think this is the video that talks about that. Let's see.
Cashapp? Well, the CFPB just fined Cashapp $175 million.
Now, this was in January of 2025, just recently. And then you saw the other one that I played for y'all prior to this was done a month ago. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if these are coinciding together or the same, but now it's from 150 something $million to $175 million settlement.
Because of fraud and other problems that consumers have been having. And if you've scrolled Reddit in the last year, you've probably seen these complaints. So what do you need to know? If you've been impacted by fraud or had any issues with Cash App and issues with your bank account, withdrawing funds, well, Cash App and their parent company Block will be reaching out and offering refunds and settlements, and all of that will happen automatically. So you do not need to take any action. And going forward, one of the big things that Cash App has been ordered to do is that they have to have a 24/7 call center where someone will actually pick up the phone and help you if you have any problems with your account. So,
and I think that that's highly important to have somebody that you can call and speak to if you're having a problem with your account. And they don't, when they had the chat, like they had a customer service chat, when they put that in, I thought that was very effective, but it wasn't giving people back their funds. It wasn't resolving any issues. Their resolve to the problem was to cancel your Cash App card and order you a new one and have a new one come out to you in approximately 7 business days, right? So that was the way that they were fixing the problem. But I feel like I may need to get on the phone and talk to someone, because if this is somebody, they need to start taking track of usernames, because if this is somebody who's been doing this under this account, then you need to do something about that. You need to get rid of them, get them off the app. There's a lot of measures that they can take here. And yes, I do feel like while Jay-Z and Jack Dorsay are probably like too busy to be keeping up with and be concerned with what is going on, that should never be an excuse when you are somebody who is in charge of a very public platform that also deals with finances. Now, I'm not saying that they had firsthand knowledge, but what I'm not going to sit here and say is that there is absolutely no way that anyone that sits on that board had no knowledge of what was going on at all. There's no way that you could tell me that. Let's go to this lawsuit right here. You can't tell me that these people right here did not know what was going on at all. They didn't hear rumors. They didn't get reports. They didn't get nothing. They didn't have board meetings where stuff was being brought to the table and things were being reviewed. You can't tell me that everybody just didn't know. Okay, you can't even go, if somebody commits a crime and you're there and you say, well, I didn't know, that's not good enough for the police. So it shouldn't be good enough for this right here. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, unfortunately, and let's go here. Let's go to this lawsuit. These are the lawsuits from yesterday. All of these people, okay? All of those people. All right. And like I said, when this company was actually doing their investigation for 2 years, you cannot tell me that the CEOs did not know anything about what was going on, what they were finding. Okay. These shareholders are pissed. They lost a lot of money. All right. And people have lost a lot of money. All right. So here is Jack Dorsay. Okay. Jack Dorsay is the co-founder of Block. Jay-Z is a director of the company. All right. Then you have these people who are directors of the company as well. All right. So all of these people, you're going to tell me that all of these board of director members, they had no knowledge. Nobody out of any of them looked at one report at all. Nobody. So you just running a company that is running itself. So Jay-Z's name is the bigger name in all of them, which is why his name was the first name on this. Jack Dorsay would be the second one, and then you have all the rest of them. like I said to y'all yesterday, with these new lawsuits that have come out, if they have to go to trial, Jay-Z and all of them are going to have to go into court, and they're going to have to testify. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Have you been somebody who has faced fraud? Have you been scammed on Cash App? Because it's very easy to be scammed on Cash App, okay? Especially when you got people that are sending you requests all the time, or sending you money all the time, and then you get a request for a refund. Like, you better research that. You better look into that name and make sure that you know who that person is. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm still going to follow this. We're going to be following this story, and each time that there's an update, or if there's more information that you would like to know, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to sit and read the whole Hindenburg report? Because I could sit and read the whole Hindenburg report for y'all on a live. Okay, I could do the Hindenburg and their response in its entirety without a summary, but y'all just let me know in the comments, say read that ish, and I will go ahead and do the live for y'all so y'all can hear everything for yourselves. But in the meantime and in between time, thank you for tapping in and tuning in to this shot with Henny. Y'all be good how y'all be good. Love is always love, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, everybody.